won't lie, this track is going fucking hard. It's getting me amped as fuck right now. Oh, I forgot I'm not to swear. I shouldn't swear. Swearing's bad. Whatever, I don't care. If you're here, you know the swears are coming. Hello. What is happening, everyone? I know. I'm streaming. It's a weird time it's a weird thing to see, is it not? I think so. But I'm excited to be here. Welcome to Free FM. As always, you know, I thought I had my soundboard set up. I don't. Typical me. Typical. I don't even know where that audio plays through. I have redone this setup so many times. Anyway, I've been doing well. I hope you've been doing well as well. Well. It's been an interesting year so far. I've been enjoying it. Why did my music just cut out? I swear I am going to go postal. Tim Cook, what's going on with Apple Music, bruh? What's going on with Apple Music, bruh? Seriously, I do not know what is going on with Apple Music on PC, but it is terrible. It is awful. You can't use a virtual driver with it. It says that it's still coming through right now. I can't hear shit on my end. I will tell you that. So if it's still playing music, kudos for y'all. I'm happy that hopefully you're happy. It was such a maddening thing. I was trying to set it up before the stream, and I have the Rodecaster Pro 2, which if you don't know, you can have virtual channels for, and it does not recognize those. It will not accept that shit. And for some reason, the weird part is it works, but it just skips over 20 songs. It's like, nope, this song actually works with what we're doing. It's like a union worker. That's what it is. We don't really do those virtual device drivers. Hate to break it to you. Yeah. Like I said, it's been an interesting time in the world. And one of the weirdest things happened today where it came out that Kristi Noem's husband apparently is a cross-dresser. Is that the appropriate term? He likes wearing big titties. Well, the cross-dressing sounds it doesn't sound politically correct. Secret life of okay, so it does say that cross-dressing. I think we should stop calling it that, and for his case, in particular, his case, we should call it he likes big titty wearing. He loves wearing big titties, apparently. I mean, it's just another. What's going on? What's happening? I'm checking in on everyone's mental health. I hope you're doing okay. I mean, you know what? This wouldn't be big news if she wasn't a piece of shit. I think people would just like let her. I mean, I'm sure if she was a Democrat, people would be like, "Well, look at this is just these liberals, these insane liberals." Oh, by the way, speaking of that, thanks to everyone who reached out in my last video, who let me know that I have TDS. Which is Trump derangement syndrome for all you squares. Thanks so much. Thank you. What do you want me to do with that information? What do you do with that information? How does that help your life? Saying that to someone, does it like alleviate the fact that you are a fucking deranged sycophant? Because I'm sorry, but if you do a little bit of introspection, which I know your other god, Elon Musk, says causes depression in men, even though the guy wants to fucking eat bullets like Wheaties. So, honestly, all of you can go buy a bottle of lube and fist yourselves. Yeah. Or you know what? That's not going to help you. You're probably already doing that, like Kristi Noem's husband. You got to go read a dictionary. Go get your diploma. Go get your GED. I know you have it in you. I know you can do it. And I'm here to cheer you on. Because although I suffer from TDS, I don't suffer from BS. And I won't bullshit you. I think you could maybe get that GED. Okay? We're off to a fucking hot start. By the way, if you didn't know, Kristi Noem did shoot one of her dogs in the face. So there is this photo that shows a dog. This is not the dog that she shot. But yeah, they're saying that he found out, so she shot him because he was a witness. Some people are getting a little bit more creative and saying that potentially, is it possible that after all a witness, Kristi Noem's dog shot itself? I think that's likely. I would have. Who can blame him? I sure don't. What an absolute train wreck of a situation going on there. And also, just while we're on that note, because, I brought up the TDS and all that. Caroline Levitt, this is about an hour ago. She said, tune in tomorrow night for the Supreme Leader, President Donald Trump, at 9 p.m. Eastern. Trump will give an address to the nation to provide an important update on Iran. Dude, what am I? Have I been plagued by like the Iran? Sorry. That's how you can tell that I am a cracker. That's how you can tell I have no fucking culture. That I say Iran sometimes. It's Iran, you fucking uncultured swine. We'll get there. I had a good laugh at Kristi Noem's double chin there on that photo. And then you got, all the Israel things. Draft Baron Trump. What could the update possibly be? I would assume that he is going to capitulate and just pull out of Iran. That's what he's going to do. 100. I have a feeling because he did that tweet today. If you got, or he doesn't tweet, but he did that Truth Social post saying that he was going to, that the UK should get its own jet fuel, or all you countries go get your own jet fuel or buy from the US. So I feel like he's just going to stick the world with cleaning up the US's mess. If I had to guess, I swear that's what's going to happen. Or as someone in the top comment with her with the double chin said, more market manipulation, which, hey man, he's got 3 days till the markets close. He was actually really mad today because CNN came out with a poll that said that he had a 17% approval rating, which is the lowest in U.S. history. I don't think it was negative. I heard negative 17. I don't know if that's a thing, if that's the ability. CNN Trump's. Oh my God, I can't spell. Where do you see this shit? This is like the longest list ever, man. Oh my God. Trump's approval rating slips to 33% in new survey. So maybe it fell by 17%. See, ladies and gentlemen, do your research. Check your numbers. Thank God I checked it. Or you wouldn't know, would you? Anyway, whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I mean, he probably saw the reports and people saying that oil could go to $200 a barrel. And he was like, I think at that point, I'm going to start seeing the barrel of every American's gun pointed at me. Not in a conspiracy way. Another sign that the world is actually doom and gloom, depressed, you would say. Another sign that the world is, I don't know, what is wrong with, what is wrong with it? The people do not like joy. Some people have said that about me, and that they're actually correct. I do not like really happy things sometimes. But this, I do not agree with. So you have this creator, Jordan the Stallion 8 on TikTok. If you've never seen his content, he finds things that go viral. He used to do recipes, but now he does everything. It's like different hacks, cool gadgets and products, and he showcases them with a lot of excitement.
Granted before, so we'll see how much gets out of it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I was amazed at how much juice came out of the pomegranate.
Here. I already know this is going to be a good one. Hold on, watch. Okay, this is my favorite part. This is retail price, $17 worth of organic pomegranate juice. And we squeezed roughly $15 worth of pomegranates here. So we're going to see how much we actually got. Okay. Okay, it's looking good. It's looking good. Are we going to get there?
His looks better, too.
That's awesome. So I'm not going to lie to you. This isn't too much of a difference in price. Maybe $1 off. The only difference is this is very aesthetically.
He's just great. He's great at his shtick. And a lot of people, anyway, the tweet that says, if you find this guy annoying and you're not sure why, it's because he does every video like he just discovered sliced bread and you've never heard of it. And it's not his fault. The algorithm boxed him into one type of content. He's completely algo captured. I don't know. I would assume that he's having some fun doing what he's doing. Look, some people just want that. Some people, like, for him, he's like, hey, what new fun and exciting thing am I going to try today? I don't really know why he'd be upset about that. He might be upset that there's fucking losers that sit around and are somehow annoyed. But this is what I mean, is like, you could find the cure for cancer, and if you posted it on youtube.com, it would get dislikes. I want to be so fucking clear with all of you. Okay? If you found the cure for cancer, someone, and you posted that video to YouTube, someone would dislike that video. So if you're getting dislike on your video, don't take it to heart, because just know in the back of your mind, there are people who would dislike the video about the cure for cancer. I guarantee it. I have seen happy videos posted that have dislikes on them. I guarantee if his content was on YouTube, it would have dislikes on it. What is he talking about? He's not talking politics. He's not making fun of anything. He's not doing anything harmful. There's no negativity there. It is literally a man squeezing pomegranate juice out of pomegranates and then comparing it cost-wise to a store-bought jar. What are we talking about here? And he's, like I said, he's good at it, and he does like his like little glasses throw and everything. I like his shtick. I like his videos. I think a lot of people enjoy it.
Yes. There's gonna be
I love the
4 cups
glasses
of flour, 1 cup of lukewarm milk, a half cup of lukewarm water, 1 egg white, and then 5 grams of instant yeast and 1 tablespoon of sugar and 2 tablespoons of butter. Then we let it cover and rise for about an hour. Next, we're gonna flip our burger meat. The burger sauce is gonna be 4 tablespoons of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, 1 tablespoon of mustard, and finely chopped gherkin pickles, and then we mix. It should look like this. Now we take our dough here. Now we're gonna take a piece and we're gonna flatten it. First, we put the dough over the bowl. First, we do cheese. Now add our first patty. Next, we add the sauce. Then we add the pickles. Now the caramelized onion, bell pepper. Lastly, meat and more cheese.
Wow, he did it so well.
Now we pinch the bottom and flip. Now cover in egg yolk. Then we sprinkle some sesame seeds. Now we cook it at 360 for about 25 minutes or until golden brown. Oh my goodness. Yes! I really thought I was gonna fail at that. I'm so happy. Okay, let's give it a try here. Yes.
Like, how is that even? I understand that he, like I said, he has a shtick. He is probably used to making this content by now. But there is no way, like, have any of you troglodytes ever fucking done a recipe and fucking nailed it and it tasted bomb and it turned out so good? Even when he was building it, I was like, damn, that looks just like the video he was watching. And this is why people saying that they're annoyed with this is such a clear sign to show where we're at as a society and the world. We're at a very deep, dark time of depression where a man who is literally just getting excited about trying new things and sharing it with people is a point of contention and annoyance. I don't even know if we have enough psychotherapists or therapists or or whatever, all of them psychiatrists, that's what I'm thinking of. We don't have enough of them to go around if this is the path we're on, okay? I don't know what happened to y'all during COVID, but come on. You got to pull it together. I really do. I don't understand why someone would ever be upset by this content or annoyed by it, or even if you're annoyed by it, feel the need to make a point about it. Kind of weird. Like I said, I understand if he was saying, like, he doesn't even talk about anything else. Like, he just does the thing and then shares his reaction. Not like myself, who feels the need to share my opinion every now and again on certain topics. Oh, what are we doing? And I find it just, I don't know, it depresses me a little bit to see something like that. Because, and it is like, or is it where we're at as like a culture, like people just need to hate? And like that has been a discussion, especially within the video game sphere as of late as well. For example, you have Arc Raiders Generational Game, which came out in October, I believe, of 2025. It was, like I said, generational game. And then Marathon, which is another extraction shooter made by Bungie, like one of the best studios ever that brought you Halo and Destiny. So they come out with their own extraction shooter called Marathon. Now, a lot of people went in hating Marathon off the hop for good reason, because Bungie stole art from an artist for the game. And that was a huge known fact. Then there was like other things that went into it where they abandoned making Destiny 3 that kind of add to it. However, a lot of the community and people within the video game community were saying that the hate is very forced. The same with COD. Whenever COD comes out, people are haters. We're just haters for COD for no reason, and we don't care. I personally, I'm a hater in the gaming sphere because I think these studios should be held to a higher accountability. For example, Marathon, Bungie should be held to a higher standard where they're not stealing fucking art. And they should know that by their game not doing well, in my personal opinion. I also was not a fan of the style of the game. And I mean, what can you say about that? That's my own personal preference. And then when it comes to Call of Duty, you kind of look at that, and if anything, like that is like the biggest kind of culprit when it comes to sending out the latest piece of garbage, delivering the latest fucking iteration for slop for fans, because God forbid they release a good game. I mean, a lot of people are loving the Black Ops Battle Royale and everything, so I'm not, and it's free. But again, I just think it's been a really rinse and repeat for a lot of video game enthusiasts over the past while. And this is a whole other discussion that I could get into, but it's just to show that are people deliberately just like hating on things? Is that the state of how the world is? Are we just hating? And I think for some people, I think they love to hate. Being a hater is just, it's always been a thing. Like, that's nothing new. But I don't know when it comes to look, I understand critiquing. I don't know. I feel like we've just become a generation of complainers. Maybe that's what it is. Or everyone's just complaining. Some of it is fair, though. I want to be fucking clear. Like, some of it is warranted, the complaining. Some of it, not so much. I think the standards have gotten so high. We're in late stage capitalism, okay? The consumers want what they want, okay? Give the people what they want and lay them off from their job. See that Oracle today? They laid off. I don't even know what Oracle is. That's how fucking stupid I am. Larry Ellison had to fucking lay someone off for that Paramount deal, I'm sure. That's all I know. And then this is just last week news to a degree, which I like. As you know, I'm not a fan of AI. So OpenAI's Sora bit the bullet last week. OpenAI shut it down. And it was revealed that the video generator OpenAI Sora was losing $1 million per day. It had fewer than 500K users. Disney executives were informed of the shutdown because something that came with it is because originally Disney had a deal with OpenAI that it would integrate with Sora and allow Sora to use Disney characters in order to create videos and learn and all that comes with that. So Disney execs were informed of the shutdown less than an hour before it was announced. So that just tells you how bad it was. When something like that is very abrupt, that's almost like a crash. It's so bad. Disney is now in talks with over a dozen companies to implement AI, which sucks. You're garbage. The Sora team is shifting to focus to long-term bets like robotics. So there were some articles talking about how this like just a huge blow to video-generated AI video generation. And yeah, it is. You have like the leader of the industry pulling out of that entire division of AI. So, it'll be really interesting to see like where this kind of goes from here. As a creative, I've always talked about AI, like content generation, and anything that comes from that is a farce. So, this is definitely a win. I'm very happy to see it. I think a lot of the general public, like in my one video where I talked about the rising price of RAM, everyone knows about it now. Everyone can see the expense, like everyone can see what, like the prices that are happening in the tech space due to this whole AI surge. And consumers are aware, and they're aware that we're the ones who are taking the hit. Well, these people who are running these, who are keen on being the world's next trillionaire, aim to take away jobs, and then while they're in the pursuit of that, they're also rinsing us for being able to buy just everyday things to a degree. Is that a bit of an overstatement? Slightly. And then, so the Charlie Kirk bullet did not match, if you saw that. It was like this huge news on Twitter, and it basically sent everyone into a spiral of conspiracy theories, because the ATF, if you did not know, the ATF was not able to match the bullet that killed Charlie Kirk to the gun that was found in the possession of Tyler Robinson, the man who has been arrested for allegedly killing Charlie Kirk. It was a huge day for conspiracy theorists, let me tell you. And a lot of people were kind of like, I saw the best tweet. If you don't know Candace Owens, whatever. If you do, you'll get this joke. Someone said to the report, they retweeted it. They said, this means we get 6 more weeks of Candace Owens, because she's been really hard on conspiracy theories about Charlie Kirk's death and how Israel was behind it and the suspicions going on there. Like I said, a lot of it's conspiracy theory based. So I was kind of curious, what does this mean for the case? Well, I looked it up, and it says, this is one expert is saying, I can generally say that when the results of a bullet fragment analysis come back as inconclusive, that means only the fragment did not contain enough detail for the examiner to determine whether the characteristics on the fragment were consistent with having been fired by the particular firearm. He confirmed the FBI and ATF are adding information to the initial reports, which prosecutors will include data supporting the initial conclusions. As soon as the state receives those supplemental reports, we will provide them to the defense, he said. So what he's kind of saying there is that it could be a nothing burger. It could be huge. The thing is we don't, obviously it's not being disclosed what size, what degree, what state the fragment of the bullet was in. So it might not be a gigantic landslide. And then obviously it comes down to tons more evidence. So the defense's characterization of the ATF report, a spokesperson for the Utah County. So that's the Utah County Attorney Office that said that. Ethical rules prohibit from speaking publicly about forensic testing and test results. So we don't know how much of the bullet was there. We don't know what happened. It's not great for the case, but it doesn't sound like it could make it fall apart. Again, like I said, it's really dependent on, like, if they found like if it was a large part of that bullet, enough that 99%, if it was enough of that bullet that it generally would be determined by any other forensic analyst, damn, do they ever have a fucking case? Because then the question is, it's like, well, where's the gun? Whose gun is it? Well, he doesn't own that gun. Well, we didn't find any other gun. Well, and then there's so many questions. So then it comes down to, okay, well, what physical evidence do we have that ties him to the scene? Do we have fingerprints? Do we have, I know they have video. Are they able to actually prove that that's him in that video? Because the quality doesn't look phenomenal. I mean, there's a lot of at that point, it's like, at what point does the other evidence become slightly circumstantial, right? And then you're just looking for reasonable doubt. Crazy times we live in. Like I said, I mean, I'm having a good time. I can't complain. Although I've been like going through like some madness. No, not madness. That's hype. I actually took some time off work, which was great. Only 4 days, nothing crazy. And I just needed a break, which was awesome. I feel so much like, I feel rejuvenated. I feel good. It was funny because it was one of those things where I was telling myself, oh my God, I'm going to do so much more. I'm going to podcast. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Didn't do that. Didn't do it. But it's all good. I mean, I'm doing this one. This is still fall. My vacation is over as of tomorrow. So, yeah, I mean, and I kind of did this spur of the moment. That's why if I'm a little, if it hasn't been great, that's why. Just so you know. I've been finding a lot of fun in just doing, I will say this. It's hot as a pig's ass in my fucking apartment right now. Holy shit. I am schwitzing like a fucking whore in fucking heat right now. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Anyway, I've been thinking about content creation a lot. I've been really trying to like reformat my brain when it comes to this, because and it's funny because I've seen some other creators post this online. Peter McKinnon would be one, and funny enough, Casey Neistat, who, you know, two prominent vloggers. Also, I was very disappointed that Casey Neistat voted for Cuomo, but what can you do? I digress on that. Anyway, both of those individuals, both Peter McKinnon and Casey Neistat, recently just both posted videos about creativity and like the struggle to create and the putting the effort in, and Casey did a really good abstract of it where he shows a graph of his day, and there's the things you need to do, the things you don't want to do but you need to do, and then the things that you don't need to do but you want to do, and then there's the things that you not should do, but the things that you should do, and the should do like gets fucked over. And for example, that would be like starting a painting or something along those lines. And then, for example, playing video games gets in the way of that. Watching TV gets in the way of that. Things that your own personal goals. And I feel like I've been kind of falling into that trope of just avoiding, and I'm really good at this. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this. I'm really good at when I want to do something, for example, it could be podcasting. I'll be like, I should write notes on how to be better instead of actually fucking doing it. It'll make you want to blow your brains out when you, and you got to like catch yourself when you're doing that. And it's like, it's not a form of avoidance. It's a form of procrastination for sure. So I've been really trying to train my brain to kind of go back to take less pressure off of doing things like this, because in the past I've held it to such high regard. For example, earlier in this podcast, live stream, whatever you want to call it, I was kind of stammering. I kind of like lost my point. I'm super ADHD. So when I started talking about the video game sphere, I got really lost in that. And I kind of veered off topic and forgot what I was talking about. I think generally I would have just felt like ending it and I would have deleted the video. In this, it's like, whatever. I'm fucking Bob Ross. It's a happy mistake. Okay. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I've been listening to Rick Rubin's book, The Creative Circle. I don't know. Look it up. He has a book. It's called The Creative Act. That's what it's called. Anyway, he has really good perspectives of creativity and like allowing the universe to talk through you and planting seeds and ideas. I'm obviously paraphrasing and I'm not doing a very good job of explaining it. Go fucking buy the book if you want to know what he has to say. I do plan on talking about this a lot more because it really resonated with me. But ultimately it has taken pressure and off of me to do some of these things. That's why I've been able to put out a video. And that's why I'm here right now on the stream, because I just did it. I was like, whatever, I'll do it. I know what I'll talk about. So, see, again, I forgot what I was talking about. It's okay. It happens. I'll get better. Hopefully. That's the goal, right? I think like when I think about my creativity, And the problem is the overthinking like really gets in the way, and I think a lot of creators will talk about this, where you are the biggest obstacle. And I mean, I've been that way for a lot of years. What can you do? But at least I'm trying to like kind of resolve that in my own way. One thing I did want to share that's kind of funny to myself is I had bought Rick Rubin's book, the same book, because I bought the audiobook, and it's read by Rick Rubin. And he kind of has a way about him. If you don't know who Rick Rubin is, he's a music producer. He's very like hippie in a way, and he's very like spiritual. I bought that book in 2023-ish, I want to say. I remember I wrote the most scathing review of it and returned it. I wrote even to Apple. I was like, this is the worst book ever. It's an insult to intelligence. Because he is. He's very simplistic with what he says, but it is actually extraordinarily useful. So I wrote this scathing review. I gave it 1 star, saying how stupid it was. And then, funny enough, I like listened to like an excerpt from it, from the audiobook a few months ago, or maybe longer. And it like really resonated with me, like I said. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, okay, do I buy it? Sure, whatever. Even though I've already been down this road. And something, it just like clicked. And it made me realize that I wasn't I was closed off when I had previously purchased that book. However you want to look at it. I was just not open to what he was preaching. Whether like I was just in a bad way, a bad mental state or what, but I was not in any way willing to hear what he had to say. And I find that profound. I think it just kind of speaks to like the level of your kind of like your mental state, like in that moment, and like your clarity and like your openness to the universe and the willingness to like accept what's coming your way, right? I don't know. I find that exciting. Anyway, whatever. I've fucking butchered this enough times. Now I'm getting in my head. The good thing is that there's an end stream button. I hope you enjoyed. Peace.